Hi, day 15 today of our 40 days through the Gospel of John, and we're in John 7 for today. I don't know about you, but there's something in me that wants the approval of other people. You might see it in the likes that you want to see on the Facebook post that you make, or just the way that people welcome you when you walk into a room, or the thing that you get invited to that makes you special. Whatever it is, there's something about us that wants acceptance by others. It wants to feel that approval from other people. Well, we read in John chapter 7 that Jesus really struggled to get that approval from other people. In verse 5, we read that his brothers didn't believe in him. His own family, he's got brothers in his family who are mocking him and not believing that he is the Son of God. In verse 27, we read how there's people saying, we don't know where this man is from, but when the Messiah comes, no one will know where he's from. Could this be the Messiah? We don't even know where he's from. There's some criticism going on, and even from the very people that you would imagine should have been the ones who welcomed him, the Jewish leaders, they're trying to kill him, we read in verse 32. Jesus faced this lack of approval. We think about all the crowds that followed him around, but as we start to get to John 7 and onwards throughout the rest, we are heading to the cross. And we start to realise that apart from the disciples who are following Jesus, there's a lot of people not approving of Jesus, not giving him the likes, not giving him that affirmation. So how does Jesus face this? Jesus faces this through his identity. He says this in verse 16, "My teaching is not my own. It comes from the one who sent me." His approval is from God. His identity is in what God has told him to do. Verse 29 says, "I know him because I'm from him and he sent me." This is where Jesus gets his identity from, in knowing that I've got one person whose approval matters, my Father in heaven. I've got one mission to do what he has sent me to do. I've got one person to please, that I would fulfill his will. And that's immensely freeing and releasing for us. Of course, as in our humanity, we want that acceptance, we want that favour, we want that the likes. But when our identity is in God, who he says we are, what he has called us to do, and that we have got his approval upon our life, then what other people say doesn't matter. It becomes irrelevant because we know who we are. So I want to encourage you today, place your identity in who God says you are. Realise he smiles upon you, that he calls you his own, that he's given you a purpose and a plan and a mission. Walk in it. Don't be put off by whether people approve of you, whether they give you the likes or the pats on the back. Know that you have one who's cheering after you, your Father in heaven. Place your identity in him, and what other people say becomes irrelevant. Have a great day.